Are you ready to ace the mechanical comprehension section of the ASVAB in 2025? This part of the exam is more than just gears, pulleys, and levers. It's about understanding the laws of physics that power the machines all around you. Imagine knowing how an engine runs, how force moves objects, and how mechanical advantage saves energy. In this practice set, you'll find 70 hand-picked questions that mimic the style and challenge of the actual ASVAB. Each question comes with a detailed explanation, so you don't just memorize answers, you master the concepts. Let's begin with the first 10. Questions 1 to 10. Q lever has its fulcrum in the center and equal arms on both sides. If you place a 30-pound weight on the left side, how much weight must you place on the right side to balance it? A, 20 pounds, B, 30 pounds, C, 40 pounds. Answer, B, 30 pounds. Explanation, this is a first-class lever with equal arm lengths. The weights must be equal to balance. Since one side has 30 pounds, the other side must also have 30 pounds. Q2, which type of simple machine is a screw primarily based on? A, lever, B, inclined plane, C, wheel and axle. Answer, B, inclined plane. Explanation, a screw is essentially an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. This allows force to be applied gradually over a longer distance, creating a strong mechanical advantage. Q3, if a pulley system has 3 supporting ropes, what is the mechanical advantage? A, 2, B, 3, 6. Answer, 3. Explanation, the mechanical advantage MA of a pulley system equals the number of supporting ropes. Here, 3 ropes share the load, so MA equals 3. Q4, a 100-pound box is pushed up a frictionless ramp that is 10 feet long and 5 feet high. How much force is required? A, 25 pounds, B, 50 pounds, C, 100 pounds. Answer, B, 50 pounds. Explanation, the mechanical advantage of an inclined plane equals length or height equals 10 or 5 equals 2. So, required force equals weight divided MA equals 100 or 2 equals 50 pounds. Q5, which law of motion explains why you move backward when firing a gun? A, Newton's first law, B, Newton's second law, C, Newton's third law. Answer, C, Newton's third law. Explanation, Newton's third law states, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. The bullet moves forward and you feel recoil backward. Q6, a gear with 20 teeth drives a gear with 40 teeth. If the small gear makes 2 turns, how many turns does the large gear make? A, 1, B, 2, C, 4. Answer, A, 1. Explanation, the gear ratio is 20-40 equals 1-2. So, the larger gear makes half the number of turns as the smaller one. When the small gear makes 2 turns, the larger makes 1. Q7, what is the primary purpose of a flywheel in a machine? A, reduce speed, B, store energy, C, increase torque. Answer, B, store energy. Explanation, a flywheel stores rotational energy and smooths out energy fluctuations in machines, keeping motion steady. Q8, which type of energy is stored in a stretched spring? A, kinetic energy, B, elastic potential energy, C, chemical energy. Answer, B, elastic potential energy. Explanation, a stretched spring stores elastic potential energy, which is released when it returns to its original shape. Q9, if the effort arm of a lever is twice as long as the resistance arm, the mechanical advantage is A, 0.5, B, 1, C, 2. Answer, 2. Explanation, mechanical advantage MA equals effort arm, resistance arm. Here, MA equals 2, outer 1 equals 2. Q10, why do objects weigh less on the moon than on Earth? A, less mass on the moon, B, less gravity on the moon, C, the moon rotates faster. Answer, B, less gravity on the moon. Explanation, the moon has about 1/6 the gravity of Earth, so objects weigh less there, though their mass stays the same. In a hydraulic system, if a small piston with an area of 2 inch squared is pushed with 50 pounds of force, what is the pressure created in the fluid? A, 25 psi, B, 50 psi, C, 100 psi. Answer, B, 25 psi. Explanation, pressure equals force by area. Here, P equals 50/2 equals 25 psi. This pressure is transmitted equally in all directions according to Pascal's law. Q12. A hydraulic lift has a small piston of 4 N-quaternions and a large piston of 40 N-quaternions. If you apply 20 pounds of force on the small piston, what force is exerted by the large piston? A. 100 pounds. B. 200 pounds. C. 400 pounds. Answer. B. 200 pounds. Explanation. Pressure is the same across both pistons. Small piston pressure equals 20 to 4, 5 psi. Large piston force pressure area equals 5 to 40 equals 200 pounds. Q13. Torque is equal to A, force of distance, B, force of distance, C, force velocity. Answer. A, force distance. Explanation. Torque measures rotational force. Formula. Torque equals force times lever arm perpendicular distance. Q14. If you apply 30 pounds of force on a wrench that is 2 feet long, what is the torque produced? A, 30 feet-pounds, B, 60 feet-pounds, C, 90 feet-pounds. Answer. B, 60 feet-pounds. Say. Explanation. Torque equals force has distance equals 30 times 2 equals 60 feet-pounds. Q15. According to Archimedes' principle, what causes an object to float? A, its shape. B, its density compared to water. C, air trapped inside it. Answer. Its density compared to water. Explanation. An object floats if its density is less than the fluid's density. Buoyant force depends on the weight of displaced fluid. Q16. Why is it easier to cut with a sharp knife than a dull one? A, less friction. B, smaller surface area increases pressure. C, stronger steel. Answer. B, smaller surface area increases pressure. Explanation. Pressure equals force through area. A sharp knife has a smaller contact area, creating higher pressure for the same force, making cutting easier. Q17. When you double the speed of a moving object, its kinetic energy, A, doubles, B, triples, C, quadruples. Answer. C, quadruples. Explanation. Kinetic energy equals a half meter v squared. If velocity doubles, KE increases by v squared, 2 Friday equals 4 times. Q18. A block weighing 200 pounds is supported by 2 ropes in parallel. How much weight does each rope carry? A, 50 pounds each. B, 100 pounds each. C, 200 pounds each. Answer. B, 100 pounds each. Explanation. In equilibrium, the weight is shared equally by 2 ropes. Each carries half 200 by 2 equals 100 pounds. Q19. What happens to pressure as you go deeper underwater? A, it decreases. B, it remains constant. C, it increases. Answer. C, it increases. Explanation. Fluid pressure increases with depth because of the weight of the water column above. Formula. P equals ρgh. Q20. A wheel and axle system has a wheel with a radius of 10 in and an axle with a radius of 2 in. What is the mechanical advantage? A, 2B, 5, C, 10. Answer. B, 5. Explanation. MA of wheel and axle equals radius of wheel, but a radius of axle equals 10, but 2 equals 5. Q21. If 2 gears are meshed and the driver gear turns clockwise, the driven gear will turn A, clockwise, B, counterclockwise, C, same direction, only if equal size. Answer. B, counterclockwise. Explanation. Meshed gears always rotate in opposite directions. If one turns clockwise, the other must turn counterclockwise. Q22. Friction always acts A, in the direction of motion, B, opposite to the direction of motion, C, perpendicular to motion. Answer. B, opposite to the direction of motion. Explanation. Friction resists relative motion between surfaces in contact, always acting opposite to motion. Q23. Ball bearings are used in machines mainly to A, increase friction, B, reduce friction, C, increase weight. Answer. B, reduce friction. Explanation. Ball bearings reduce rolling resistance by replacing sliding friction with rolling friction, which is much lower. Q24. Which has more inertia? A car at rest, B, a moving bicycle, C, a truck at rest. Answer. C, a truck at rest. Explanation. Inertia depends on mass, not motion. The truck has the greatest mass, so it has the greatest inertia. Q25. A pulley system lifts a 120-pound load with a mechanical advantage of 4. How much effort is needed? A, 20 pounds, B, 30 pounds, C, 40 pounds. Answer B, 30 pounds. Explanation, effort equals load of MA equal to 120 of 4 Q26. If you double the length of a lever's effort arm, what happens to its mechanical advantage? A, it doubles, B, it halves, C, it remains the same. Answer A, it doubles. Explanation, mechanical advantage equals effort arm, resistance arm. Doubling the effort arm doubles MA, making lifting easier. Q27, which simple machine is used in scissors? A, lever and wedge, B, pulley and wheel, C, screw and lever. Answer, A, lever and wedge. Explanation, scissors use 2 levers, the handles, and 2 wedges, the blades. Q28, the unit of power in the metric system is A, Newton, B, watt, C, joule. Answer, B, watt. Explanation, power equals work, time. The unit is the watt, W, equal to 1 joule per second. Q29, if a car engine does 20,000 joules of work in 10 seconds, what is its power output? A, 1,000 watts, B, 2,000 watts, C, 500 watts. Answer, B, 2,000 watts. Explanation, power equals work, time equals 20,010 equals 2,000 watts. Q30, when gears of different sizes are connected, which gear turns faster? A, the larger gear, B, the smaller gear, C, both turn at the same speed. Answer B, the smaller gear. Explanation, the smaller gear completes more rotations per unit time because it covers the same linear distance with fewer teeth. Q31, work is defined as A, force distance, B, force or distance, C, mass acceleration. Answer, A, force test distance. Explanation, work is done when a force moves an object over a distance. Formula W equals FD in the direction of force. Q32, if you push a box with 50 pounds of force over a distance of 6 feet, how much work is done? A, 150 feet-pounds, B, 300 feet-pounds, C, 600 feet-pounds. Answer, B, 300 feet-pounds. Explanation, work equals force distance equal 56 equal 300 feet-pounds. Q33, momentum is defined as A, mass through velocity, C, force distance. Answer, mass velocity. Explanation, momentum P equals M and V. It measures the quantity of motion of an object. Q34, if a 2,000 kilograms car moves at 10 meters per second, what is its momentum? A, 10,000 kilogram meters per second, B, 20 kilogram meters per C, 200,000 kilogram meters per second. Answer B, 20,000 kilogram. Explanation, P equals M, might have V equals 1,000, V equals 2,000, or 10 equals 20,000 kilogram meters per. Q35, why do trucks need longer distances to stop than cars? A, they have weaker brakes. B, they have more mass, so more momentum. C, they travel faster. Answer, B, they have more mass, so more momentum. Explanation, stopping distance depends on momentum. With greater mass, trucks have much higher momentum and require more force and distance to stop. Q36, in a pulley system, if you pull 6 feet of rope and the load rises 2 feet, the mechanical advantage is A, 2B3, C6. Answer, B3. Explanation, MA equals distance of rope pulled, distance load rises equals 6 free 2 equals 3. Q37, what type of energy does a moving car have? A, potential energy, B, kinetic energy, C, elastic energy. Answer B, kinetic energy. Explanation, kinetic energy is the energy of motion. A moving car stores KE based on its mass and velocity. Q38, which of the following increases stability of an object? A, narrow base, B, higher center of gravity, C, wider base. Answer C, wider base. Explanation, stability improves with a low center of gravity and a wide base of support. Q39, why do hammers have long handles? A, to reduce friction, B, to increase torque by increasing lever arm, C, to decrease mass. Answer, B, to increase torque by increasing lever arm. Explanation, longer handles is larger lever arm, more torque with same effort. That's why hammer handles are long. Q40, if gear A Q40. If gear A has 12 teeth and drives gear B with 36 teeth, the gear ratio is B13, C3 at 1. Answer, B13. Explanation, gear ratio equals teeth on driven, teeth on driver equals 36 for 12 equals 3. So ratio equals 1/3. Q41. If a machine requires 200 J of work input and produces 150 J of useful work output, what is its efficiency? A, 50%, 75%, C, 90%. Answer, B, 75%. Explanation. Efficiency work output by work input as 100 equals 150 by 200 times 100 equals 75%. Q42. Why do hydraulic brakes in cars work effectively? A. Liquids are compressible. B. Liquids are incompressible. C. Air pressure helps braking. Answer. B. Liquids are incompressible. Explanation. Hydraulic systems rely on liquids being incompressible so that pressure is transmitted equally, Pascal's law. 43. What does a barometer measure? A. Speed, pressure, C. Temperature. Answer. Pressure. Explanation. A barometer measures atmospheric pressure. Mercury barometers and aneroid barometers are common types. Q44. In a block and tackle system with 4 ropes supporting the load, the ideal mechanical advantage is A, 2, B, 4, C, 8. Explanation. Mechanical advantage in pulleys equals number of supporting ropes. Here, MA equals 4. Q45. If you lift a 50-pound weight to a height of 10 feet, how much potential energy is gained? A. 250 feet-pounds. B. 500 feet-pounds. C. 100 feet-pounds. Answer. B. 500 feet-pounds. Explanation. Potential energy equals weight's height equals 50 times 10 equals 500 feet-pounds. Q46. Which of Newton's laws explains why passengers lurch forward when a car suddenly stops? A. First law. B. Second law. C. Third law. Answer. A. First law. Explanation. Newton's first law, law of inertia, states, objects in motion remain in motion unless acted upon. Passengers keep moving when the car stops. Q47. Why do wider tires improve traction on vehicles? A. They increase pressure on the road. B. They reduce pressure on the road. C. They reduce rolling friction. Answer. B. They reduce pressure on the road. Explanation. Pressure equals force area. Wider tires increase contact area, lower pressure, better traction, and less sinking into surfaces. Q48. If gear A has 10 teeth and drives gear B with 50 teeth, how many rotations of gear A are needed for gear B to complete one rotation? A. 5, B. 10, C. 50. Answer. A. 5. Explanation. Gear ratio equal teeth on driven or teeth on driver equals 50, but a 10 equals 5. So gear A must turn 5 times for B to make one rotation. Q49. What is the main advantage of using compound pulleys? A. They reduce friction. B. They reduce the force required to lift loads. C. They increase the weight of the load. Answer. B. They reduce the force required to lift loads. Explanation. Compound pulleys multiply force by distributing the weight over several supporting ropes, reducing required effort. Q50. If a 200 N force moves an object 5 meters in the direction of the force, how much work is done? A. 200 J. B. 500 J. C. 1000 J. Answer. C. 1000 J. Q51. Power is defined as A. Work time. B. Force distance. C. Mass and velocity. Answer. A. Work time. Explanation. Power measures how quickly work is done. The faster you do the same work, the more power you use. Q52. If 500 J of work is done in 5 seconds, what is the power output? A. 50 baud, B. 100 watts, C. 250 baud. Answer. B. 100 baud. Explanation. Power equals work time equals 500 baud or 5 equals 100 bobbits. Q53. Why do ice skates glide easily on ice? A. Ice is extremely hard. B. A thin layer of water forms due to pressure, reducing friction. C. Skates are sharp. Answer. B. A thin layer of water forms due to pressure, reducing friction. Explanation. High pressure under the skate blade melts ice slightly, creating a lubricating water layer that reduces friction. Q54. A gear system has a driver gear of 8 teeth and a driven gear of 40 teeth. What is the gear ratio? A. 1-4, B. 1-5, C. 5-1. Answer. B. 1-5. Explanation. Gear ratio equals driven to driver equal 40 by 8 equals 5. Ratio is 1.5. Q55. If the driven gear in Q54 makes one rotation, how many rotations does the driver gear make? A 4, B 5, C 8. Answer B 5. Explanation: driver must rotate 5 times to make the larger gear rotate once because of the 1-to-5 ratio. Q56. What type of pulley system changes only the direction of force without mechanical advantage? A. Fixed pulley. B. Movable pulley. C. Compound pulley. Answer A. Fixed pulley. Explanation: a fixed pulley does not reduce effort. It simply allows you to pull downward instead of lifting upward. Q57. If a ramp is 12 feet long and 3 feet high, what is its mechanical advantage? A. 3, B. 4, C. 6. Answer 4. Explanation: MA equals length or height equals 12 or 3 equals 4. Q58. Why does a long ramp make it easier to push a heavy load up to a truck bed? A. It reduces work required. B. It reduces effort force by spreading it over more distance. C. It increases friction. Answer B. It reduces effort force by spreading it over more distance. Explanation: the work remains the same, but a longer ramp reduces the required force. Q59. Which type of energy is stored in gasoline? A. Chemical potential energy. B. Mechanical energy. C. Nuclear energy. Answer A. Chemical potential energy. Explanation: gasoline stores chemical energy which is released during combustion to produce motion. Q60. A wheel makes 30 rotations per minute. How many degrees does it rotate in 1 minute? A. 10,800 degrees. B. 7,200 degrees. C. 5,400 degrees. Answer A. 10,800 degrees. Explanation: one rotation equals 360 degrees. So 30 times 360 equals 10,800 degrees. Q61. A force of 100 N is applied at a 90 degrees angle to a lever arm 0.5 meters long. What is the torque? A. 25 Nm. B. 50 Nm. C. 100 Nm. Answer B. 50 Nm. Explanation: torque equals force distance sine theta. Here, sine 90 degrees equals 1. Torque equals 100 times 0.5 times 1 equals 50 Nm. Q62. Which simple machine is a wedge most similar to? A. Screw lever. C. Inclined plane. Inclined plane. Explanation: a wedge is 2 inclined planes back to back, concentrating force to split or cut objects. Q63. If a block is floating in water, the buoyant force equals A. its mass, B. its weight, C. the weight of water displaced. Answer C. the weight of water displaced. Explanation: according to Archimedes' principle, buoyant force equals weight of displaced fluid. Q64. A gear train has 3 gears, A 10 teeth, B 20 teeth, and C 40 teeth. If A makes 8 rotations, how many rotations does C make? A 2B 4C 8. Answer A. Explanation: gear ratio AB equals 20 over 10 equals 2. B makes 4 rotations when A makes 8. B, C equals 40 over 20 equals 2. C makes 2 rotations when B makes 4. Q65. Why is a shorter lever less effective for lifting heavy loads? A. Less mechanical advantage. B. More friction. C. Higher torque. Answer A. Less mechanical advantage. Explanation: MA equals effort arm, resistance arm. Short lever equals shorter effort arm, smaller MA, more effort needed. Q66. Which device multiplies force by using a fluid? A. Lever. B. Pulley. C. Hydraulic press. Answer C. Hydraulic press. Explanation: hydraulics use Pascal's law, transmitting pressure to multiply force. Q67. If a wheel rotates 360 degrees in 2 seconds, what is its angular velocity? A. 90 degrees. B. 180 degrees. C. 360 degrees sec. Answer B. 180 degrees. Explanation: angular velocity equals angle over time equals 360 over 2 equals 180 degrees sec. Q68. Which of the following increases mechanical advantage in a pulley system? Adding more pulleys. B. Reducing rope length. C. Using thicker ropes. Answer A. Adding more pulleys. Explanation: more pulleys, more supporting ropes, higher MA, less effort needed. Q69. When a force is applied at an angle less than 90 degrees to a lever, what happens to the torque? A. It increases. B. It decreases. C. It stays the same. Answer B. It decreases. Explanation: torque equals FD times sine theta. If theta 90 degrees, sine theta 1, torque decreases. Q70. Why does increasing the radius of a wheel on a car make it easier to turn the axle? A. Reduces friction. B. Increases torque due to larger lever arm. C. Decreases weight. Answer B. Increases torque due to larger lever arm. Explanation: torque equals forces radius. Larger wheel radius equals larger lever arm. Less effort to rotate axle. Wow. You made it through all 70 mechanical comprehension practice questions for ASVAB 2025. Great job. By practicing these questions and understanding the detailed explanations, you're building the skills and confidence to crush the MC section on your test. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, share it with your friends who are also preparing for the ASVAB, and subscribe to our channel for more complete test prep content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video packed with tips, practice questions, and strategies to help you ace every section of the ASVAB. Remember, consistent practice plus understanding equals ASVAB success. Keep studying, and we'll see you in the next video.